Have you bought any Picoin today? If not, you might want to rethink that decision because what's coming next is going to shake up everything you thought you knew about Pi Network. For years, we've talked about this moment. The open mainnet, the price movement, and the reality check that came with it. And now that it's all happening, there's only one thing left to ask. What's next for Picoin? Will the price skyrocket? Will the whales take over? Or are we in for a wild ride of market surprises? Drop your predictions in the comments below. And hey, if you've missed any of our previous updates, make sure to check out the latest Pi Network news. Link in the description. Also, I want you to type Pi Network to the moon and your country name in the comments so we can see where our global Pi community is watching from. Before we dive deep into today's discussion, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. We're here to bring you all the latest Pi Network updates, and your support keeps us going. Join our Telegram and Facebook page for more discussions, and remember, this video is for entertainment purposes only and is not financial advice. Now let's get started. Alright pioneers, let's talk about what's really happening with Picoin. Now that the open mainnet is live, we're stepping into a whole new game. Before, we were all about mining, waiting, and speculating, but now it's about strategy, patience, and understanding the market forces at play. For those of us who have been here since the early days, we've seen it all. Doubters, believers, price predictions ranging from unrealistic highs to unnecessary lows. But one thing has always remained true. Pi Network is here to stay. If history has taught us anything about crypto, it's that existence is the #1 factor for success. If a cryptocurrency can survive, it has a future. And Pi Network, it's already proved that it's not going anywhere. Let's take a step back. Think about Bitcoin. In its early days, Bitcoin wasn't backed by marketing campaigns or massive fundraising. There was no ICO, no exchange listing, and no central authority pushing it forward. Yet it thrived. Why? Because the community carried it. And the same thing is happening with Pi Network. Unlike many other crypto projects that rely on constant hype, FOMO, and aggressive marketing to stay alive, Pi Network is different. It doesn't need to burn through millions in advertising. It doesn't need to create artificial demand. Instead, it has built something much more powerful, a self-sustaining ecosystem. And this is where things get really interesting. Because when a cryptocurrency doesn't rely on hype to survive, it can't be killed by market crashes, negative press, or even government regulations. Bitcoin has already proven this. No matter how many times people have tried to ban it, control it, or declare it dead, it just keeps coming back stronger. Now let's talk about what that means for Picoin's price. A lot of people expected the open mainnet to launch and for Picoin to immediately shoot up to $10, $50, or even $100. But let's be real, crypto doesn't work like that. Prices don't just skyrocket overnight without reason. Instead, they move based on supply, demand, and market psychology. Right now, whales and market makers are watching. And let me tell you something. They love long-term plays. They don't operate on quick flips. They strategize for years. What does that mean for us? It means the Pi price won't just pump and dump in a single day. Instead, it will follow a controlled cycle of price fluctuations, where strategic dips and rises allow big players to accumulate more coins and maximize their profits. Think about it. If the price were to suddenly drop too low, what would happen? Smart pioneers would buy up every available Pi coin, limiting the supply for whales to manipulate. And if it pumps too fast, well, that's just not how professional market players operate. Instead, they work in cycles, short-term dips, mid-term rises, and a long-term upward trend. Now here's where things get even more exciting. Unlike other projects where the development team needs to dump their tokens to survive, the PiCore team doesn't have to sell a single Pi coin to keep this project running. That's a game changer. Think about all those failed crypto projects that started with hype, raised millions in ICOs, and then collapsed when the money ran out. Why? Because they depended on continuously bringing in new investors. If they stopped attracting new buyers, the whole thing crumbled. But Pi Network, it doesn't need that kind of survival mechanism. It has built-in revenue streams within its ecosystem, which means it can sustain itself indefinitely. So, where does that leave us? Should we be worried about the current price? Should we panic and sell? Absolutely not. If anything, we're in one of the most important accumulation phases of Pi Network's history. This is where real pioneers make their moves, not by panicking, but by understanding the long-term vision. The market will continue to move, whales will continue to play their games, and weak hands will continue to sell out of fear. But those who understand how crypto works know that patience is key. The Pi Core team is not here to sell out for a quick profit. They are here to build an ecosystem that stands the test of time. So what do? We hold, we accumulate, and most importantly, we stay informed. The Pi network isn't just another cryptocurrency riding the waves of speculation, it's an evolving ecosystem with real-world potential. By holding onto our Pi, we demonstrate confidence in the project's vision and contribute to the stability of its economy. Accumulating more Pi, whether through transactions, trades, or community engagement, helps strengthen the network and prepare us for future opportunities within the Pi ecosystem. But beyond holding and accumulating, staying informed is key. The crypto space moves fast, and Pi Network's developments, whether it's new partnerships, market integrations, or ecosystem expansions, can influence its long-term success. By keeping up with updates, learning about emerging use cases, and understanding market trends, we position ourselves to make smarter decisions. Knowledge is power, and in a decentralized economy like this, being well-informed separates those who thrive from those who panic at market fluctuations. This isn't just about a single price pump, it's about the long-term growth of an entire financial system. Pi Network's vision extends far beyond speculative trading. It's about creating a sustainable, widely adopted digital currency that fuels real-world transactions. As pioneers in this journey, our role is not just to wait for price surges, but to actively participate in shaping the ecosystem. Whether it's supporting Pi-based businesses, advocating for mainstream adoption, or simply staying engaged with the community, every action contributes to the bigger picture. And mark my words, when Picoin's price inevitably rises in the future, we will look back at this exact moment and realize this was the time to act. Drop a comment below and tell me, where do you see Picoin's price in the next 5 years? Do you think the whales will take control, or will pioneers dominate the market? Let's get this discussion going. So, what did we just break down? We talked about Pi Network's long-term survival, why it's different from hype-based crypto projects, and how market makers will strategically pump and dump the price over time. We also explained why the Pi Core team doesn't need to sell Pi coins and why that makes this project more sustainable than most other cryptocurrencies. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on everything happening with Pi Network, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue bringing you the best Pi Network updates. Now, let's hear from you. Where do you think Picoin's price is heading in the next year? Drop your answer in the comments. Also, if you have any thoughts, predictions, or questions, don't hesitate to share them below. Thank you for watching, pioneers. See you in the next video.